しのように
Hey boys, and welcome back to another Bleach Brave Souls. Today we're doing a beginner's guide to Bleach Brave Souls. There's already some out there, but I just want to have one on my channel, and also there's some updated stuff, it's new accessories and stuff like that. But these are mainly for the new players that are just getting into the game. There's a lot to do, 4 years worth of updates, I guess, that you have to take in from your first time playing. Again, it's the 4th anniversary, a lot of new players coming in, good time to reroll. So if you are watching this video for some reason haven't played this game yet, download the game. It's a good game, and it's the best thing for us Bleach fans because, right now there's no anime, there's no new manga, so Bleach Brave Souls is like the only new Bleach thing that we can take in, and honestly, it's quite worth it because it is a good game. I don't want to swear there, but it is a good game. So, now before we actually get into the characters and stuff and the builds, the accessories, events and stuff like that, let's first talk about the banners because there's easy to understand schedule about upcoming banners and stuff like that. That's something you should know within the first couple of minutes. So, right now, we have the highest rates that we will ever see for the most part until something changes. It's 8% rates, so 6% for the featured characters, the 12 featured, and 2% for every other, character in the game that's not a movie exclusive, manga exclusive, can't for your own world, and seasonal. So yeah, like I said, right now, 8% rates, 6% for the featured, 2% for everyone else. This is like the only time we get 8% rates is during step-ups. On the first anniversary we had 15% rates, but we never got that again. Understandable, I guess, but normally, so every 2 weeks we get basically a new banner with 3 new characters. So so pretty much 2 weeks, right? During the middle of the month, say like 15th of August is next month, right? So during the 15th of August, sometime around like that, we should get 3 new characters that are alright. Normally they're not the greatest. They're not trash whatsoever, but like normally they're not OP or anything or special. But they are cool to have, I guess. But they have a 3% rate, 3 characters only in that banner. So if you do get a 5-star on that 3% rate, you will get a new character. And again, 1% for each character since there's 3 characters in that. 2 weeks after that, around 2 weeks, just give or take maybe a couple extra days, we have the end of month banner. That's what everyone calls end of month. The mid month is what people call mid month. Just because of when they release. So end of month banners are normally the better banners that normally give better characters. Normally the hype banners fall on the end of month. These banners have a 6% rate, but they also feature 6 extra fillers. So 3 new characters, 6 fillers, so 9 characters on one banner at a 6% rate. Normally I believe it's a 0.57 or a 0.67. I think it's 0.67, but compared to this banner right now, where the 2 characters have a 0.5 rate, so 1% for these 2 Ichigos combined. But normally on that 6% banner, you have like I said, 0.67, 0.5%. Normally, like I said, you have a 0.67 or 0.57 on the 6% banner, and that's normally the best place for you beginners want to pull on because again, higher rate, 6% rate, and there's also 9 new characters for you to get. Every 6 months, we will get a step up. There is a rare occasion that's only happened once so far where we get it on just a celebration and not actually a anniversary celebration. So, yes, we do celebrate 2 anniversaries in this game, believe it or not. Surprisingly, or you might not know this, but the global anniversary is not called the global anniversary. They just call it New Year's special or something like that. But it is the global anniversary. They don't call it that, but it is. We pretty much get almost the exact same event and just a quote-unquote worse step-up banner. So, for the Japanese anniversary that we're doing right now, we got 2 anniversary characters for 1 week. That comes on the 23rd. The anniversary banner always drops on the 23rd, 8 AM GMT. And then it ends on the 31st. And that's when we get the round 2 of Step Up. So that's why everyone's saying manga characters are coming. We know they're coming because they got leaked. But we know they're going to be round 2 for the Step Ups. And we should get that announcement in a couple of... Maybe tomorrow. Death Smash, if you're watching, I'm holding you to that. We better get that announcement. But yeah. So next week we're going to get a couple of days we're going to get the manga banner to drop. But on the global anniversary, we only ever get 1 round, unless they change things, but we should only get 1 round, and start at least 6 months ago when the global anniversary did happen, we actually did get a anniversary character. So in 6 months time, December 31st, expect an anniversary character and an anniversary step up, I guess, for the global anniversary, but they will only call it New Year's. But I think that's out of the way. Don't pull on this banner here. Again, oh yeah, let me talk about, so manga characters, Cult for Your Own World characters, and movie characters and seasonals are all exclusive characters. You can't put them on this banner. The premium summons or the premium pull is what people refer to, where you can just pull them. So these 2 characters, even though they're 4th anniversary characters, they are included in this pull. So you can get them from tickets. Any character in this banner you can get from tickets. Obviously it has insanely low rate. So good luck if you get some of that. But so that's pretty much it when people refer to premium pool. Seasonals come every year, depending on the season. So Parasols come back in June, I believe. I'm not sure. I can't remember the actual date. Valentine's banner comes on February, obviously. White Day comes a month later on, I think, March. I don't know my months, Jesus. July is normally the step-up banner. Oh, no. The end of month of June is normally the swimsuit banner, which comes every year. Like right now, if you go to the shop, there's actually the swimsuit characters. They're not that... These lot aren't that good anymore. They're trash, actually. But the Nemu and Neliel, and there's a Rue card who I actually already bought, are quite worth... I don't know if they're worth it, but they are, they're usable. So... Now that the season on the way, they just come once a year. They are worth it. They are limited. If you want the characters, sure. I know most of you are guys, so if you do see your favorite waifu in a bikini or something, I'm sure you're gonna pull for them, like I did with the Yoruichi. But manga characters and movie characters and can't figure mod characters, they come in a 6% banner, and once that 6% banner is gone, they will never ever, so far at least, appear in a 6% banner. They only appear in 3% banners and individual banners. So right now, let's just use the example of Manga Round 5, which is coming next week, or like later this week. Yeah, a couple of days, right? They're going to be in the step up as, 0.5 rate, so 1.5 to get any of the free. When that week is over, or 10 days, I'm not sure how long the banner is going to be up. Once that banner's gone, the K-Lab are going to spread the characters, or the 1,000 Year Blood War release celebration, I guess, across the rest of the month. So Aizen's going to be in an individual for like a couple days where he has a 1% rate. 2 pull him with other 2 trashier fillers, maybe, depending on how they handle it. And then Soifon, and then Yamamoto. That's pretty much how they do it. When they return in like a couple months' time, and same with the other previous 5 manga characters and can't figure mod characters, they appear in the individual banner, but then they also appear in a 3% droplet banner, I guess. So, on the step up, I recommend for most people as well, and this is what I'm doing, I think most people are, if you have a lot of orbs, pull until you get 2 of the manga characters, and then stop and save your orbs for the individual where you have a better chance, because at that point you're pulling for a 1% rate instead of a 0.5 rate, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going all into the step up until I get 2 manga characters, and hopefully I do, because I'm a bit disappointed, because I have almost 5k orbs, so. But yeah, I think that's balanced out of the way. If you're looking for droplets, not really droplets, but if you're looking for Hogikyus and Hogiku Rolls, come over to the Cons Corner, which you get for friend points. It's basically friend points in this game. And I didn't get one there, but you should get one. And over time, it's just going to add up. But if you have a bunch of new characters you need Hogikyus, I guess this is the best way. This is where most people get it. So, Hogikyus, this ain't a Hogikyu, this is a Hogiku will. Hogikyus take characters to 6-star. 4s can't go to 5, 3s can't go to 4, just remember that. 5s can go to 6, and 6 stars can go to Resurrection. And Resurrection is only for old characters. Think of like a Doken EZA. Not as impressive, because the Resurrection is just a small buff. It's mainly there for orbs, for extra orbs, and until we we get the better characters, Resurrection right now isn't really worth it. Get them to 150. If you want to max their soul trait, cool, you can. I haven't. Well, Saka's worth it, I guess, but yeah. Use these to take a character from 150 to 200, so Hogiku Rolls, that is. So that's pretty much it for the banners. Now let's talk about characters and accessories. So we are going to use Noitora as an example. How do you know what to build for a character? Now the easiest thing to look for is their soul trait and their attack stat. And occasionally, if you know it, you know all what the skills mean, their skills. So if a character has higher attack, normally he or she is going to be an attack-based character where you want to focus on raising their attack and using normal attack links or damage reduction. Damage reduction means you take less damage, and normally they're mainly built for PvP if they have damage links. There are occasions where a strong attack character has damage reduction, but that's mainly just for them to be a link for a normal attack, child or something. But yeah, it's most of the time the soul traits are gonna, link to what they are. Like right now, we have 771 attack and 618 SP. So clearly another example that this character is mainly an attack-focused character. And if you go to their skills, he has Flurry. Flurry is a rare skill for the most part for normal attack characters where they have double normal attack hits, which basically means they're getting double the damage. It's rare, but most of the time, like a character like Shuhei will have 50% normal attack increase. Maybe now it's 80%. Like Aizen, because we might, be seeing like a small little power creep, I guess. But either 50% or 80% on their 6-star skill tree. It's 50% here, but he has an extra 20% because his soul trait is non-attack damage. So if you're building this Shuhei, again, high attack stat, higher attack stat than his SP, and his his skills at 6-star increases normal attack, and then he has normal attack soul trait. So clear signs that this character, you want to focus on normal attack. You can build hybrids, but for the most part, just focus on one build. So if we wanted to use this tag team Shuhei, how would we build the character? So firstly, there are accessories that clearly are way better than others. So we want to focus on building an attack, right? So let's go and look at accessories that are, you know, attack worthy. So this right here is a new accessory, definitely worth using. It increases Soul Reapers and Captains normal attack by 20%. There's a bunch of different ones for Espadas and no affiliation characters, and you know, for every color. We obviously want to focus on orange accessories. He's an orange character, so we want to use orange accessories. You can equip this orange accessory to a green character, but you're only getting half the bonus. So there we have 40% SP or 40% stamina as his second reroll. I'll go over rerolls in a minute. It would be better if we had 30% attack, but for the wooden sword I don't have attack yet. So now let's look for another accessory right here, Hollow Bait. Let's do the one with attack, so second trait. Minus 30% stamina, so we're losing that on stamina, but no worries. But we're going to be aiming to not get hit anyway, unless you're doing PvP. And it increases his attack by 30% and focus by 30%. So boom, a nice attack increase right there. And then his second trait, or second reroll, I guess, is another 30% attack. So now we're getting 60% attack. And then if you do have a golden chappie, actually, let's take that off because we're playing PvE. So if you have a golden chappie, sure, equip that. That's probably the best equipment you can do. SP is reduced to 0, so your strong attacks are going to be doing almost no damage, and your special almost doing no damage. So do keep that in mind when you do use a chappie, but it is worth it because chappies are like one of the best accessories in the game. And then we also want to use a normal chappie. So boom, we're getting a 30, 66, 96, 126, and 156, I believe, attack stat increase. So great around. Now he's got a lot of attack to mess around with, and I believe it says it somewhere here. So, 186. I don't know if I can do maths. But yeah, that's pretty much it for a normal attack character. If you don't have a golden chappie, understandable, not everyone does. I only have 2 after playing for like 1,000 days. Maybe substitute it for a, you know, a normal attack, you know, thing like this right here. So yeah, that's it for normal attack characters. Now let's go over a strong attack character. Now actually, before I actually get into that, I do want to worth noting, like I said, there are some exceptions to characters, like this Nelly right here. She has recharge. Normally, SP-based characters get that as a soul trait. Well, she's an exception because she actually has an innate, you know, she actually has 80% extra normal attack damage compared to what normal characters get at 50. Aizen also has this, but he also does have 20%, so we have 100% normal attack increase. But yeah, do keep that in mind. Sometimes they can get a random soul trait that isn't really, you know, what their character needs. But this does help her because she already has the thing. So it's an extra soul trait, basically. If you look at the increase, normally they get 50, she got 80, and then she also has the recharge on top of it. So it's actually not that bad. But yeah, let's go over to a characters. Let's go with this Yoruichi. Now, how is she an SP-based character? One, again, she has higher SP than her attack, which means her strong attacks are going to be doing more damage. Strong attacks are the ones that have cooldowns. And she has recharge, so you want to rock recharge on her. For strong attack characters, you pretty much always want to rock recharge. You can rock strong attack damage, but it's almost worth rocking recharge because you can just get your strong attacks off quicker. And when you do strong attacks, you have invincibility frames, so you can take less, you know, you're not taking damage, right? Killers in this game are, when you go against that enemy, that certain killer, you will do more damage. PvP killers are Captain and Espada. Those two, you do 40% more damage to. So normally, like I said, when I showed you Noitora, he's an attack-based character with DR, and he has a Captain Killer with Flurry. So he is clearly a PvE or PvP-centric character. But you can use him to auto stuff in PvE, and actually just use him in general. This Yoruichi, however, doesn't have any of that, so she is not a PvP character. Don't use her in PvP. If you're in the lower league, sure, you can, nothing wrong with that, but for the most part, don't use her in PvP. So she has no affiliation character, killer. So if we go against those toys, you know, the ones that Ruka made and stuff, and the game stuff that Yukio made, the no affiliation characters, we are getting 20% more damage. So that goes the same for Soul Reaper Killer, Soul Reaper, Arrancar, Hollow, and Human. Human's pretty rare, but there are only 2 characters that have it. So those are pretty much the killers that characters have, and they do 20% more damage to it. So If you have a bunch of characters and you're going against a quest where they have holo characters, you maybe want to switch out to a holo killer instead of using a Ranko killer, so you can get that extra bit of damage. But yeah, so if we want to build this character, let's see how we build her. Also, we want to focus on increasing her SP, so we're gonna show you red accessories. So Yuki Dispenser, boom, we're getting 50% SP on that, but also lowering our focus down to 0. Focus is our crit stat, so if you have high focus, you're going to get more crits. If you're a beginner, nothing wrong with using a Yuki, but for the most part, if you're a veteran or someone has a lot of accessories, the optimal build, you don't want to include this. Let me actually show you a green character, because I have better accessories there. Actually, I'll show you a purple. So let's go over to the purple Yoruichi, another bay of mine. So let's use, again, equip some purple accessories. Again, we can use a Yuki if we really want to, but we're going to use a Tension Tai because she's an SP character and she has high SP. Her special is going to be doing a lot of damage, and we want that special move to do a lot more damage, so we're going to equip a Tension Tai with a 30% SP second trait, which means they're getting, you know, double the special move damage, right? And then let's also find the new accessory, the strong attacks or the strong attack damage accessory, I guess. So now we have 60% extra SP, and we're also doing 20% more damage on our strong attacks. And then when it comes down to the Fortification Pill, which gives us 60% SP and 30% focus, which also decreases our stamina by 30%. So that's pretty much like the best build, I believe, that you can do for a SP character. And then we want to equip some links, right? So we are going to sort by recharge, because that's what we want to do. So boom, just equip 3 recharges. But you might notice something. We have our links have levels. Well, those stats or those levels basically increase the stats that you get from these characters. So right now, let's see. We can take this to level 5 or 10. Basically, at level 5, we get a 10% all stat increase when we equip a character to it. At 10%, we get 20%. So if you have 3 level 10 link slots, boom, you're getting 20% all stats from those 3 characters. But these characters aren't giving us any attack or any stat increase, right? So what we want to do is we want to sort by purple, and they must be max level. Obviously, they have to be green level, right? Obviously, you want them to be level 200 for the highest stats. So boom, we're going to equip Ruruka. Boom, we're going to equip Ichigo. And then boom, we're going to equip Kaname. And now, as you can see right there, we got an extra 229 SP. So that's pretty much how character linking work and stuff like that. But don't really focus on the character links right now until you're like late game stuff. But if you can be IZ, sure, go right ahead. Nothing wrong with that. So firstly, before I actually get into the special move stuff, let's talk about the hidden stuff like this in some of the character stuff. So your normal attacks are based off your attack stat. Your strong attacks are based off your SP stat, but also a little bit of your attack stat. So it doesn't really matter that much. But your special is solely based off your SP stat. So if you have high SP, you're going to be doing a lot more damage with your special. Characters like Noitora, normal attack characters that want to use chappies, don't have any SP at all. So their normal attack or their specials are doing almost no damage. So if you get a dupe of them, unless they're a good link, they're pretty much almost useless. But this character here, since she's an SP character, and you want to have high SP for her, getting a dupe of her isn't anything. There's nothing wrong with getting, you know, a dupe of Yoruichi. Don't hunt for dupes, but there's nothing wrong. If we feed the dupe into her, she's getting an extra 20% damage. So at 5 out of 5, she's basically doing 2 specials in 1. But again, to help with that, we don't need that much dupes. We also just use the Tension Tai. So now that's based with 1 Tension Tai. It's basically having a 5 out of 5 character. But with a 5 out of 5 character and a Tension Tai, you're basically using 3 specials in 1. And I think that's it for the characters. Hopefully you understood that. So now let's get into the accessories. So accessories are a really grindy system in this game, but over time you will get used to it. Now, to get accessories, you pretty much just play the current events. There's a point event on right now. Definitely farm that if you have the time. You get a bunch of accessory tickets and stuff like that, and that's where you're basically going to get all your accessories. So come to the shop or the accessory store, I guess, and use your premium accessory tickets that you got from farming. And boom, we got a bunch of 3-star stuff like that. This is actually usable, I guess, but for the most part, you're just going to level up your 3-star accessory, evolve them to a 4-star, and hope you get something lucky. So now let's just say we want to get a 4-star accessory. Now let's get 2 accessories right now, level them up. Takes a while with the level up system. Take another accessory, level that up. And boom, you now have 2 3-star accessories. Now you can evolve it. Do note. Let me actually do this one. Some accessories can't be taken to 4-star, like the Shinten. The Shinten glove and cookie. I suggest you use, if you have 3 of them in one color, use them as your base accessories if you have nothing better. At that point, you're going to be getting some attack increase, some stamina increase, and some SP increase. That's just for beginners, but once you start getting 4 and 5-star accessories, you should be not using them anymore. So when you're on this screen, you can use an immutable ball to basically keep it as 4-star. So we select this and do OK. It basically means we're getting a 4-star Compepito, if I'm saying that right. I don't know how to say it, but we don't want to do that because it's kind of a trash accessory. So we're going to level up, and at this point we're going to get a random 4-star. So we got Hojiku Zai. Nothing that useful. So you basically want to keep doing that until you at least get a Chappie, and that's pretty much the whole thing of it. To level up accessories, you are going to need character heart, or just hearts, right? There's a current event on right now. You can do it every day. You get a bunch of 4-stars, and I think 1 4-star and a couple of 3-stars. But you pretty much want to do the events, the daily, just weekly, just constantly play the events to get hearts, and that's the best way to get, just to level up your accessories. Before, we used to get accessories that drop from events, but now they don't do it, and it's actually better because power hearts are actually kind of good now. Or not good now, they were always good, but I have a bunch saved. Over time, you're going to stack up, so boom, we can just use like 20-something or something like that to fully take this to max level and then evolve it. So let's actually do evolve it, because I want to show you something about 5-star accessories. So again, when you evolve an accessory, it changes its whole item, right? It changes rarity, and it can be a completely different accessory. But for 4-stars, when you do evolve them, they just get a second trait, and that's important. That's what you want to focus on. You want to get max traits, and you have to use 1 Bickish Secret and 10 evolution powders, which you can get from the fusion tries on co-op, or just by doing events in the the random lottery, or if you can do the Senkamon, you can get it from there. So right now we got a 1% attack at max level. It's going to give us a 6% attack increase, and that is not good whatsoever. So we are actually going to go re-roll it by either using an editing brush. My English accent is coming out. Editing, but yeah, editing brush to just get a random thing. There, boom, we got 40% stamina. I will take it for now. The highest attack, or not, what's it? The highest stat increase, I guess, is 40% stamina, 30% SP, 30% attack, and 5% focus and 5% defense. The focus and defense are kind of useless. You either want to go for HP, stamina, or HP, also yeah, stamina, SP, and attack. So since this accessory is increased on our strong attack, we are going to want to use it on strong attack based characters, right? SP based characters. So we don't want 40% recharge, or sorry, stamina. We want 30% SP. Sure, attack would be cool if you want to ever go for a hybrid build, but for the most part, we want to get SP as a second roll. And we're going to keep using our editing brushes. We're just going to use this one actually. We're not going to keep going because it is rare. You might end up re-rolling for days and not get what you want. But if you don't have editing brushes, what do? Well, you just go to take another 5-star accessory, or 4-star accessory to 5-star, and then you can re-roll here. So boom, that wooden sword is kind of trash, so we're going to go sacrifice it to the greater gods and hope we can get SP on our second trait. And do we? Alright, well, we got SP there, right? It's 6%. You don't want that. So we're going to keep the previous one because that is better. And I believe that's pretty much it, right? We covered accessories. We covered characters. We covered, what builds you should go for them. If you need help, just let me know in the comments. Join the Discord. We can help you there. And then we also covered the banners. The events. Story. Bunch of stuff. You can just get bunch of orbs. Nice, easy orbs for you beginners. These side stories are basically past events that have returned. You can get a bunch of stamina soul tickets from that. A bunch of new characters. Like, Jesus, guys. If you are new, thousands of orbs are waiting for you to take. Like, literally, so many orbs. And then we have Chronicle Quest, which is a new story game mode, I guess. It gives like 150 orbs. And you basically required just to, use the bonus characters that they put on the banner at the same time. You don't really need to focus on that right now. Just focus on clearing the story. It's a cool little event. It's not hard whatsoever. Once you have a character that they're telling you to use, you should be able to beat it easily. What else is there? So events, again, the event page. A lot of new events. You can do the Cons Bonanza, like I was saying, or Mega Cons Bonanza, is where you get your heart accessories. A lot of EXP from there. This is the current event that you should be farming. The anniversary event. Droplet Zone is where you get a bunch of droplets, which you use to take a character from 150 to 200. And you can also get some Hogekyus from there, I believe. Inheritance Zone is where you get these potions. But it is hard. It's one of the harder content in the game. So, but now you can use 5 times soul tickets, so you can do it pretty easy. But do note, restarting the game when you die, you can actually spawn back into that room. So do that. The accessory training event, sure, for beginners it might be useful, but for the most part you're not going to really use it. And you can also get evolution powder from that. Intensives course is where you get raid characters. When you take a character 6-star, you need to unlock skills, and this is where you get the raids from. So say right now you put Ulquiorra for some reason, you got really lucky. And you need his raid characters, but his raid characters aren't on the daily raid schedule, and you have to wait a couple of days. Well, lucky for you, he is right here, so just do the quest a couple of times to get the raid characters. And maybe if you don't need him, but for some reason you need a 5-star Baragon, but he's not in the raid right now, just come here to do it. So that's pretty much it. This changes every week, and then this is the raid schedules that change every day. And that's basically what you're going to do when you get a character as a 6-star. Here is the Corns Bonanza event, which you do just to get a bunch of XP. Right now we actually have double XP because it's a new banner drops. This is what happens like at the end of every month. This is where you get your crystals. This is where you get your jewels. This is where you get your droplets again to take them to 150. This way you can get individual ones. The enhanced droplet zone is actually the better place because you get a bunch of different ones. But yeah, that's the best way to get the individual ones. Resurrection rings is what happens when you take a character to so once you max them out as 6-star, if they're an old character that are pretty bad, they have the option to go, to resurrect. That's the pink stars. That is not that useful so far until we start getting better characters that can resurrect, but it just gives you an extra 75 orbs. And once you take them to take them to 150, and you can take them to 200, you have to use 5 resurrection rings depending on their color, and that gives them the second soul trait. And that's normally, again, it's normally bad, so it's not that useful as of now. And this is where you get your coins. So that's those events done. That's, again, beginner's orders, right above this droplet zone, this banner at the bottom, should be your beginner's, advanced, and intermediate orders. Do them to get the free rewards. It's worth it. I believe you have an infinite amount of time to do it. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, that's what you should be doing. Probably first, actually, just trying to beat all the stuff. What else is there? Senkamon is a monthly event, which is pretty much for endgame players, where you get a bunch of good rewards, but it is really hard if you are a new account, because especially near the end, like from floor 14 onwards, they start sealing off characters. Once your character gets sealed off, you can't use them again. So do note that. But try and go as far as you can until you stop, because you can get medals, and then you can use those medals to buy a... Let's actually show you. A Senkai Aizen, or Senkaizen is what everyone calls them. They are a great free-to-play character, actually. One of the better free-to-play characters. But they also have a rare and unique soul trait, which is damage inflicted at full stamina and strong attack damage plus 20%. So if you're using 3 of these on an SP-based character, you're getting like 120% strong attack damage increase and a 60% normal attack increase. So it's a great link. But again, this is more for endgame stuff. Co-op. Again, co-op stuff. Co-op's almost dead now because everyone's doing 5 times IZ. I haven't checked for raids. And these fusion trials, they hit every day now, I believe. But yeah, again, like I said earlier, powder drop rate times 3, book drop rate times 3. So it's a good time to start getting some fusion, your stuff for accessories. And then here's Epic Raids. Epic Raids is another endgame content. It is a pretty hard quest, and you're pretty much almost required to bring a bonus character. So if you don't have the limited amount of characters that they're telling you to use, you're pretty much going to be left out of the dark. But it gives you this little pet here, and only in this game mode does it give you any attack increase or stamina increase or SP increase. Outside of this game mode, you're pretty much just getting just a cosmetic item. That's pretty much it. Go to your orders. I guess just complete a bunch of orders that give you a lot of free orbs. Do your dailies, do your weeklies, do the event orders. Right now I've done everything, so nothing to there. Your guild, you can join a guild. Mine's 4, obviously. But this is just a place where you can just chill with your boys. Do some guild quests. You're pretty much, if you're in a guild, you should be doing guild quests. If you want to, it is pretty hard. You might not be able to beat it, but you can actually skip the boss fights until you go to the end, and they should give you some rewards from that. But for the most part, this is just, if you want to get the perfect score, you can do it. Just join a guild if you're a beginner. You can do it, get some rewards. Even I think maybe if you die, I don't know. But if you do beat it, you don't beat the quest, but the time runs out, you should still get some rewards and get you some stuff. But for the most part, the veterans of the game are going to be trying to go for the perfect scores, but you don't need to think about that until you get to like maybe couple hundred days. You got all the best characters that are used for guild quests, and then maybe you can start focus on it. And I believe that's it. Brave Battles is the PvP of the game. It's kind of a trash game mode right now. There's a clear meta in the game, and I will show you. And that's basically characters that have Captain Killer. Most of the time they are captains themselves. Flurry, which again, like I said earlier, double normal attack hits, and Poise, so they don't stagger when they take hits, and then DR as their soul trait. So now you can see a bunch of things. Noitora, Captain Killer, Poise, DR, Flurry. Chad, Captain Killer, Poise, DR, Flurry. Kenpachi, Captain Killer, Poise, DR, Flurry. So, like I'm saying, there's a clear meta right now. You occasionally see some SP characters like Yuha and Ichigo. Oh, not Ichigo. What's his name? I accidentally clicked on this character. But yeah, you can see here another example builds golden accessories 10, 10, 10 links, all attack. This one right here. Oh, clicked on the wrong thing. Again, a stamina item with attack, and then attack there, and attack there, full DR, and then same with Kenpachi. Pretty much the same builds, and that's pretty much how you do PvP. And I believe that's it. So if you guys did enjoy the video, if this did help you, leave a like, subscribe, comment, blah, blah, blah. If you needed more help, let me know in the comments, and also join the Discord. And I'll see you guys in the next video, which should be the manga characters. So get hyped for that. We might get the announcement tomorrow morning. If not, Death Smash, I'm going to hold you to that. But yeah, we should get the announcement tomorrow. So I'll see you guys then. Peace.